Understanding UK political history opens a window into a fascinating story that stretches back centuries, revealing how traditions, power struggles, and bold ideas have shaped a nation. It shows how a small island, once divided by tribes and kingdoms, gradually became a global democracy, admired around the world. This journey, filled with drama, conflict, and remarkable change, continues to shape our view of modern governance and the values we hold today. From powerful kings to everyday commoners, every group played a vital role in this transformation, each leaving their mark on history. By learning about these sweeping changes, we gain valuable insight into the roots of today's political landscape and the forces that continue to shape it. UK politics has influenced many other countries, inspiring movements for freedom, justice and representation across the globe. Many democratic principles, such as the rule of law and individual rights, started here before spreading globally and shaping modern societies. The shift from royal rule to parliamentary democracy was not easy or straightforward. It was a long process marked by struggle and determination. It involved wars, passionate protests, hard-fought agreements, and sweeping reforms that changed the course of history. These events remind us why democracy matters and why it must be protected and valued by every generation. Knowing this history helps us appreciate the present, understand current challenges, and become more informed citizens. By looking back, we can better understand today's political climate and its implications for the future, learning lessons that still matter. History is not just about the past, it's a guide for what lies ahead, helping us navigate the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. In the beginning, the UK was ruled by kings and queens who held almost complete control over their realms. Their word was law, and their authority shaped every aspect of life, from the grandest castle to the humblest village. Monarchs decided laws, collected taxes, and led armies into battle. They were responsible for the safety and prosperity of their kingdoms, and their decisions could mean peace or war for their people. Their authority was based on family lineage and the powerful belief in the divine right of kings, which claimed their rule was sanctioned by God himself. Nobles, through their wealth and vast landholdings, served as trusted advisors and helped manage the king's affairs. They played a vital role in maintaining order and supporting the monarchy. This alliance between monarch and nobility was crucial for stability, as it balanced power and ensured loyalty among the most influential families. Life under monarchical rule was both splendid and harsh, pageantry and luxury for the court, but hard labour and daily struggle for peasants who worked the land. The king's power was absolute but also fragile, always at risk from internal and external threats. Rebellions and disputes over succession were common, as rival factions and ambitious nobles often challenged the throne. Monarchs had to be shrewd politicians and skilled warriors to keep their thrones secure, constantly navigating intrigue and conflict. Despite these challenges, this era laid the groundwork for future governance, introducing traditions and institutions that would shape the nation. It established a centralized authority that gradually evolved into a more structured and organized government, paving the way for new forms of leadership. The early rulers set the stage for the political transformations that followed, leaving a legacy that would influence the course of British history for centuries to come. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, was a turning point in British history. It marked the beginning of a shift from absolute monarchy to balanced governance. King John agreed to this document, which limited his power and protected certain rights. One famous clause granted that no free man could be imprisoned without a proper trial. While it mainly served the nobility, its impact stretched far beyond. The Magna Carta laid the groundwork for constitutional law and the idea that no one is above the law. Over centuries, it became a symbol of liberty and justice, inspiring future generations. Its principles influenced key documents worldwide, making it a cornerstone of modern democracy. The English Civil War, which raged from 1642 to 1651, stands as one of the most pivotal and transformative moments in the history of the United Kingdom. It was a time when the very fabric of the nation was torn apart and the future of England hung in the balance. This conflict was not just a simple battle between two sides, it was a struggle between the monarchy and Parliament, reflecting deep and bitter divisions within English society. King Charles I's unwavering belief in the divine right of kings led to fierce disputes with Parliament over who should hold power and control the nation's finances. The war was about the future direction of the nation, not just about who would rule. Royalists, known as Cavaliers, supported the king and his authority, while parliamentarians, or Roundheads, demanded a greater say in how England was governed and sought to limit royal power. Years of brutal fighting tore families and entire communities apart, leaving scars that would last for generations. In 1649, the unthinkable happened. King Charles I was executed, an event that sent shockwaves throughout Europe and changed the course of British history. For a brief period, England became a republic under the leadership of Oliver Cromwell, marking a radical experiment in government. The monarchy was eventually restored in 1660, but it returned with its powers significantly reduced and forever changed. The English Civil War set a powerful precedent for challenging royal authority and firmly established the principle of parliamentary sovereignty. It laid the essential groundwork for future reforms, paving the way for the constitutional monarchy that exists today. Ultimately, it was a hard-won victory for government accountability and the rights of the people, shaping the nation for centuries to come. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 was a bloodless coup that cemented Parliament's power. King James II lost support, and Parliament invited William and Mary to take the throne. Their acceptance of the English Bill of Rights in 1689 limited monarchy and confirmed parliamentary supremacy. This document established regular parliaments, free elections and freedom of speech in Parliament. The monarchy could no longer rule without Parliament's consent. The Glorious Revolution ended absolute monarchy and inspired other nations. It created a stable political environment and set the stage for modern democracy. The event remains a symbol of parliamentary authority over royal power. The expansion of voting rights in the UK was a gradual process marked by key reforms. Initially, only wealthy landowners could vote, but the Reform Acts of the 19th and 20th centuries changed this. The 1832 Reform Act broadened the electorate and made representation more equitable. Later acts extended voting rights to working-class men and eventually women. The Representation of the People Act of 1918 granted voting rights to all men over 21 and women over 30. The suffragette movement, led by figures like Emmeline Pankhurst, was crucial in achieving equal voting rights. The Equal Franchise Act of 1928 granted equal voting rights to women over 21. These reforms made UK politics more representative and democratic. The expansion of suffrage ensured ordinary citizens' voices were heard in government. Several prime ministers have left a significant mark on UK history. Sir Robert Walpole, often seen as the first prime minister, helped define the role. Winston Churchill's leadership during World War II inspired the nation and shaped Britain's global role. Margaret Thatcher, the first woman prime minister, implemented major economic reforms and reshaped the political landscape. More recently, leaders like Tony Blair and David Cameron influenced the UK's direction through New Labour policies and the Brexit referendum. Each leader faced unique challenges and achievements. Their legacies continue to shape the country's dynamic political history. UK political history continues to shape the nation's present and future. The journey from monarchy to parliamentary democracy set precedents for today's governance. The balance of power between monarchy and parliament remains central. Understanding this history is vital to grasp current political debates. The evolution of institutions has created a stable, resilient framework. UK political history is a living legacy influencing policies and societal norms. It reminds us that democracy is a continuous process requiring attention and effort. By learning from the past, we're better equipped to face future challenges.